Welcome to our very first alumni networking event online of the trimester, our third alumni event. I can't believe it. Ilya, our co-host and alumni intern, I can't believe our third of the trimester.
This is so exciting.
So exciting. So we had one in Adelaide, we had one in Sydney, which was moderated and also planned by Ilya, and now online virtual with another amazing panelists and also guest speakers. I'm going to talk more about them very, very soon. But first of all, I would like to start today's session by acknowledging the traditional custodians of country throughout Australia and their connections to land, sea, and community. We pay our deeply respect to their elders past and present, and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people today. My name is Larissa De Lopez. I'm one of the Work Integrated Learning Facilitators at Torrens University for Business and Hospitality Vertical, and I have the absolute pleasure to be one of the lead consultants of this alumni initiative supported by Torrens University. And what is the purpose of today's event, Ilya? So the purpose is for all of us to get inspired, motivated, and encouraged by our amazing guest speakers to pursue our dreams. Because a job or employment is not just a job or something that you just conquer and that's it. It's your future, it's your mission, it's your purpose. So it's very important for us to highlight that it's not just a job. And I'm very curious, everyone I presume is very curious to learn more from our guest speakers, how they landed great jobs even before graduation. Yes, some of them after graduation. But I know that they used amazing strategies and guidelines that really helped them to land amazing employment in reputable organizations. So let's get started. But I'm going to introduce you to her, my partner here in this internship journey, Ilya Michipolo Elho. Ilya, how are you?
Good and you?
Good. So Bachelor of Business with a major in tourism and hospitality, IND 301 student working really hard on this internship. And I'm very glad that she's on board. And let me introduce you to our incredible guest speakers and graduates. We have here Maria Taleska, everybody. Hi, Maria, MBIS graduate from Torrens University. How are you?
I'm good, and I'm very pleased to join this session today. Thank you for the opportunity to present myself, my journey with Torrens University, and my experience as well.
Amazing, amazing, Maria. And I'm also here with Felipe Silva. Felipe is an MBA graduate with the focus on quality engineering and process improvement. And now he's currently studying Masters of Engineering Management at Torrens University. Felipe Silva, how are you?
Hello. Thanks for having me. I'm very happy to be here with you guys.
Thanks for accepting our invitations. Our honor as well to have you here on board on this session. And I'm here with her, Shreka Fernando, everybody, MBIS graduate based also in Adelaide. How are you, Shreka? Lovely to see you.
Hey, Larissa. Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me. Really excited to be with you all today and meet some amazing individuals on this journey.
Incredible. So Shreka is based in Adelaide, as I said. So I used to see her on campus every single day, and she contributed a lot to our campus events, represent our students' voice. So we all miss her a lot on our campus. And of course, I'm pretty sure that Brisbane as well in Melbourne and all the campuses miss all graduates everywhere across Australia. Yes, that's why we are creating this initiative so we can keep connected, which is very important. Network is your best asset. And it's not just about employability in employment. It's about well-being too. I think that we can only be fully happy in life when we are connected with others, when we develop this sense of belonging. Yes? Without further ado, let me jump into my questions. And then I'm going to hand over to the amazing Ilya Elho. let me see. Maria, I'm going to start with you. Maria, I was doing my research. Yes, I went to your LinkedIn profile and I've been following your journey as well because you did your placement with the Social Enterprise Hub at Torrance. You also, I think that you received the Leadership Award as well when you were working on that project.
Yes.
And then you secured the ICT business, I think business analyst role, project leader role, and now most recently, you have been working as a technical business analyst at Squeezify. Am I correct?
Yes, that's right.
So I can see here that you've had a journey of employment in Australia, yes, while you were studying. And most recently, as I said, you landed a technical business analyst role at Squeezify in Brisbane. In Brisbane, Queensland
In
or
Brisbane.
Gold Coast? Yes, fantastic.
Yes.
So Marija, share with us a little bit what you do in your current role and what did you do? Talk to us a little bit of your journey that actually helped you to land this job.
Right. So I'm currently working as a technical business analyst at Squeezify. Squeezify mainly is a tech company that is focused on food safety compliance. And basically in my role, I act a bridge between business and technical solutions, where I gather all the requirements, where I support development and design teams, and contributing to the system improvements internally and externally to grow it as a business. So getting this role was not an immediate process. Moving to Australia, I start my journey in looking for a job, adapting, figuring out what is happening around me, starting my studies as well, a Master of Business Information Systems with Torrance, Australia in Brisbane. So all those events around me, I have to find a balance, sit down and just create my journey ahead. How I started, I basically began by strategically applying to positions, basically positions that match my experience, both my business and technical skill set. I made myself sure to tailor each application, highlight project experience from university, because I've been part of many projects, ACH, Giverly project over those 2 years of my master, and all other internships that I completed before coming here to Australia, and being here in Australia. So as well as years of experience, as I mentioned, having back in my country, I've always been involved in tech industry and working as an intern and a role as in a mainly technical companies. Being always involved in those kind of industries, I decided, and I was sure basically what is my goal, what I have to set up here, and what I'm looking for from this job. And basically, I'm doing a job that I always wanted to do.
Fantastic. So, Maria, that really highlights the fact that securing a job is not just one isolated thing that you should do. This is the misconception that many people have, and I had that when I arrived in Australia. I thought, okay, I just need to tailor my resume to the job. I need to apply consistently. Yeah, this is important. But it's attending network events, it's leveraging your technical skills, is studying, getting a higher qualification, is doing internship or placements while you are studying. So it's a series and a combination of studying things that you have to do in order to secure employment in your area, in your field. And I presume I'm not sure if you agree with me, Maria, but I believe that consistency is important as well, right? It's not, for example, just go this week, I'm going to study, take a LinkedIn course about Power BI, and next week I forget about it. Yeah, maybe next month I will try to attend a networking event. So this is something that you have to do consistently. Yes, would you agree with me, Maria?
Absolutely. Being consistent, curious, being able to quickly adapt to changes, because it's a huge change moving here and figuring out what is around you, even if you're looking for a job. Studies as well, they're a big change. So we have to tailor everything, basically. So starting from ourselves to what we have to offer, our skill set being making it to be equivalent to our environment that we're currently here, building communication skills as well. It's a different language for myself, I believe for everyone else as international students. So it comes with many changes, but it's good effort, I would say, and nice process, good journey.
It's very important to enjoy the journey. Of course,
Exactly.
there are challenges along the way. It's not very nice when we receive that emails. Unfortunately, you have been unsuccessful. Yes, and I get many calls of candidate students say, oh, Miss Larissa, I got a rejection email. I say, please don't say rejection email, say redirection. Yes, and learn from those setbacks and say, okay, what should I need to improve? What is the skill missing? So what is happening that I wasn't successful that role that perhaps I need to work on or improve? So I think that every loss in life is an opportunity for us to improve and to learn and to move forward better, more qualified, and better prepared. Thank you, Maria. Felipe Silva. We have something in common.
Hello.
We have something in common. I don't think that it's very hard to guess. We come from a very vibrant as well country.
Okay.
Yes, Felipe?
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, I didn't know that you were Brazilian too. Oh,
Brazil.
yeah, that's good. Nice.
Philippe, I've been following you on LinkedIn mainly. Yeah. So before we start this session, we were having a chat about it, and I really like your engagement. So Philippe,
Yes.
so I'm going to be a little bit more specific on my question now. Yes.
Yes.
But going back to your background, I did my research as well, Philippe.
Yes.
So you have had quite a successful journey. You've had quite few leadership roles.
Yes.
In Brazil and also in Australia. Philippe, so in Brisbane, you worked as an inventory manager, correct, Philippe?
Yes.
You also work as a lab technician. In Brazil as well, you had some leadership roles. You have very important skills as well for engineering and for business entrepreneurship as well. So, and project management. So strategic planning, customer support, customer services. Philippe, because you are so multi-talented, multi-skilled, yeah, so you finished your MBA, I know, with the focus on engineering, process improvement. Now you are studying your engineering management. What would be your advice to our graduates in terms of if they have this diverse background, what should they focus on when leveraging their skills and when applying for jobs to increase their chances of getting a job in the field? From your personal experience in your diverse background.
Yes, thank you for the amazing introduction. As you mentioned, I'm passionate about leadership, to be honest. I'm also passionate about science and mindfulness. So those are linked into this sort of beautiful background as you can develop as a human. As you mentioned, we are social beings. And once we realize that, and that's my first tip for students, which is getting to know themselves. I know myself very well. I work hard on that. I have routines to try to understand myself way better time to time as we change along the process. And the first question is about who you are. And once you know who you are, you know where you're going to get, because you have your own goals, you have your own limits, and you have to know them. So in a second, I guess we mentioned about the constraints in the process. We have visa limitations, we have citizenship limitations, we have all sorts of limitations. And I acknowledge that this is difficult. I acknowledge that this sometimes can be tough, as you mentioned, being rejected into a process is not nice, but you have to build up this resilience of having this strong mindset and understanding that each failure is a part of the process of learning, and you have something to move forward after that. And what I think about Australia in general is you find amazing recruiters, amazing professionals around Australia, and they are able to help you. In my case, for example, I had many people help me tailoring my resume, helping me improving my interview skills, and that was a key thing with Australians helping me to find space into their market to find a job as I found it. And I was very lucky.
Amazing, Philippe. Another very great set of tips and advice and recommendations. So very important for you to be able to see your skills, yeah, fully understand what your skills are, your limitations, what you need to improve, what are the demands of your profession, your career in the job market. So you have to constantly be updated and get updates in regards to what you have to, what it takes for you to secure that employment or that opportunity that can change your life, really. And yes, so Maria said that, and you also reiterated what Maria stated, which is the fact that resumes need to be tailored to every role and cover letter. I know it's not something fun to do, but it must be done, because you can only show the recruiters or hiring managers that you are the best fit when you can highlight on your resumes and cover letters that you have everything that they want, which is described on the skill sections in the job ad. Yes. So Philip, you also mentioned about the recruitment agencies. We have some career services support to students. Yes, to students. Graduates, this is one of the reasons why we are trying to start building this community, so we can also offer this employability support to the alumni community. So hopefully, I really believe that in the future, we can fully support our recent graduates also in the employability space with interview guidance, resume preparation, mock interviews. So yes, we are getting there, Philippe, getting there. We have taken the first step, which is to start, building this community through our events. And also we have a fantastic now alumni engagement manager, Justin Long, who has created our page on LinkedIn. Please make sure that you follow. And we are going to have amazing initiatives for our graduates at Torrens University. Thank you, Philippe, for your amazing input. So get to know you, reflect on your skills, your talents. We are all very talented people. We just need to focus on our talents, leverage them, and choose the best job we can. When I say best job, I'm not just talking about income, and salary. You can only be completely fulfilled, happy, and excited in a job when you are able to apply your talents, your skills in that job, and then you are happy. Normally, when you are in an area or an industry where you feel that you are not utilizing the things that you are good at, you feel a bit down. You feel that you are not as productive as you should. So the meaning of work is completely related to your ability to utilize and apply and implement your skills, your knowledge, your talents. Shreka Fernando, everybody, based in Adelaide. As I said, Shreka was a very important member of the SRC team here in Adelaide, alongside Rabia Evangelos, who was the president, Siddhartha, Charbel, Daniela. So she helped us a lot here to planning our events and made a significant contribution to the student life on our campus here at the Wakefield campus in Adelaide. And Shrek, I'm not surprised that you got a very good role, because I knew that it was going to happen. Shureka did all the right things while she was studying. She was a fantastic student. Anyway, I'm talking too much, Shureka. I'll let you talk. Okay? So you were working for Westpac, Shureka, correct? You were the
Yes.
settlement officer at Westpac while you were studying. You also secured an internship while you were doing the MBIS degree with the governance analyst. And now you have landed an incredible job, which is the ICT support engineer with History Trust of South Australia, which is from the government of South Australia. So Shureka, can you please help us to go with you throughout your journey while you were studying and everything you did, or at least a little bit of what you did that helped you to secure this role, Shureka?
Firstly, thank you for the wonderful introduction, Larissa. You hyped me up. Took me back to my uni days. My journey has definitely not gone according to plan, I would say. Firstly, during my university master's degree at Torrance, I was very involved with the university. I made sure to be part of the student council, to put myself out there, network with people within the university, and also meet students from other disciplines, just because that was a way to build my network. One major reason I opted to do this was we were fresh out of the COVID era. So there were a lot of classes were online and there wasn't as many opportunities to interact offline with students. So this was a great experience. And I definitely appreciate and I'm happy that I took that step because that opened many doors for me within and while I was still at uni. I met Larissa, who's been an immense help. She's seen me always come to her and be like, hey, Larissa, is there an opportunity, an internship or anything? I've always been pestering her. Came to her a lot for, resume reviews, cover letter. She was my go-to person on campus, apart from other career counselors we had.
Remember
So-
Vaughn, Shureka? Vaughn
Yes,
was a
yeah.
fantastic coach, yeah.
He was an amazing coach. So they've been very helpful to my journey at uni, which enabled me to get into internships and placements at uni early on. That put me ahead and gave me that competitive edge. My key advice in line with, Maria and Felipe would be any role you apply for, make sure you tailor it. Once upon a time, when I was a fresh undergrad student applying for roles, I was one of those mass applicants, just applying for the sake of applying. But over the years, I've realized that it is important to find a job application that you really want to work in and tailor your resume, cover letter to that. Because as long as you're having fun doing it, you're confident you can do it well. The job recruiters can definitely see that. They can see the confidence, they can see your enthusiasm, and they themselves will be keen to have you on their team. That's one of my top tips. Apart from that, I would say networking. I've gained most of my later roles, especially in Adelaide, through networking. I was referred to Westpac early on, which was a great achievement to have on my resume, which later opened more opportunities. But definitely put yourself out there, go to those career events, industry connections. It's okay if an opportunity knocks on the door that isn't what you're looking for. If it is even closely related to what you might want to be, or is even allowing you to gain any sort of experience that would potentially enhance your skills in that final destination you want to be at, go for it. So yes, always be curious, keep asking, let people know that you're looking for maybe mentorships or opportunities, because until you ask for it, no one knows you're looking and they wouldn't probably even approach you for it.
That's exactly right, Shureka. Look, if I could remember the first time when I met you, Shreka, on campus, you were already talking to the campus director, to lectures. You were talking with everyone. And that really emphasized the importance of networking within the university. So when we talk about networking, people think that network is externally, right? When we attend Careers Expo, Industry Connect events, which are important. But network starts within your classroom, with your learning facilitator, with your career coach, with your classmates who will be getting jobs. I know it, I'm confident. So please make sure that you are good students. I mean, if you do some further studies, many of you are graduates now, but it's very important to be a good student, to build this good reputation. So you can add those lectures as well as references on your resume. So your legacy, it starts at a university, and I'm pretty sure that you built this strong reputation and amazing legacy while you were studying. So if you have just joined our session now, please make sure you are on mute. We are going to have time for you to ask Q&A session, so you can ask your questions to our guest speakers. So please do wait a little bit. We are getting there. So yes, networking. And if you are still studying, please network with your learning facilitators, connect with them also on LinkedIn. And if you do further studies at Torres or any other institutions, make sure that you keep carrying this amazing proactivity. As Shreka said, every single week, everyone, Shreka used to come to me, and I'm pretty sure to other people as well, asking for opportunities. So LinkedIn, I know that I'm very passionate about LinkedIn, and I promise you that I don't work for LinkedIn, but it can be very transformative on your professional journey, okay? So you can take short courses, you can connect with people, and it's highly used in Australia. Philippe, I don't think in Brazil they use much as for recruitment, but in Australia, you know, recruiters or hiring managers, they approach students or graduates offering opportunities or inviting for interviews. So please use LinkedIn as a great asset and as one of the strategies for you to expand your networking, to update your skills, and to see the trends, that are happening in the job market. And talking about trends, Philippe, Maria, and Shreka, I didn't send you this question, but I'm going to ask you now, and I would like one of you to volunteer to answer, okay? You all know, we all know that we are in the AI era, artificial intelligence, and this is something unavoidable, and it has also affected positively and negatively the recruitment process, employability as well. But I would like to learn from you your opinion, your input around using, let's be more specific, using ChatGPT to design resumes and cover letters, because you mentioned many times the importance of tailor your resume and cover letter to the particular job that you're applying for. But do you believe also that ChatGPT or any other AI tools can also be great allies? Or do you think that candidates can lose their authenticity on their application, which may affect their successful application candidature for that role? Who would like to answer me that?
I'll probably give a quick snippet on that.
Yes, please.
So my take on AI is it's something that's going to be here for the foreseeable future. And instead of being averse to it, it's time we learn how to embrace and use it by making use of its advantages. So in terms of the resume and maintaining authenticity as an applicant, ChatGPT can be really helpful in finding those keywords from a job description, rephrasing your own skill set. Like, let's say you have, written down a set of jobs and job description, responsibilities that you've worked on previous roles. It's a good tool to use to tailor those responsibilities to sound better, to align with that job description. So I'm not saying go and ask ChatGPT to generate a CV or cover letter for you. Write it on your own, talk about your experiences, but use ChatGPT to enhance the readability of it, captivate the reader who is reviewing your cover letters and resumes. Because why not just use it to make a positive impact?
Exactly, Shureka. So based on what you said, Shureka, that makes me think that, yeah, it's okay to use AI. We have to embrace it. It's everywhere. It's part of this generation. It's unavoidable. So, but if you know how to use it wisely without lose your essence, your authenticity in your
Yes.
job application, it's okay. As long as you have your story, a little bit of your personality, a little bit of you still in your application, it's okay. Okay, so make sure that you use the right prompts, and that can be very, really helpful. But please don't just copy paste, but design the resume. This is my experience. Please don't do that. Yes. So your story and who you are, very important on a resume. And I guarantee you that hiring managers, they look at it. They look at it. Okay. Now I'm going to hand over to our co-host today, Ilya Elho, our alumni, network event intern, Bachelor of Business, Tourism and Hospitality with a major in tourism and hospitality, and my wonderful co-host and planner of our alumni series this trimester. Ilya, Kalimera, over to you.
Thank you, Larissa. So I just had 3 questions that I wanted to ask to our panelists. So my first one was, what are the common mistakes that students and graduates usually make when they're looking for employment? I don't know who would like to go first.
I'll go first.
Thank
I
you.
have in mind one, basically, one of the most common mistakes, and as I said, I made this too, is thinking that you have to know everything before applying. Because they're afraid of being wrong, and we're afraid of being wrong. And it's a myth, and it's something that should not be like that. A big one as well is not asking questions enough or early enough. Basically, junior professionals often try to figure out things silently, quietly, but in reality, if you put yourself in a situation out of your comfort zone, definitely getting more clarity of uncertainties that you have in, can be a work, can be a subject, can be any study that you're working on, can help you grow faster and can show positive results quickly, definitely. Also, some people wait too long to build their network, wait too long to build their digital resume, because we spoke about LinkedIn. It's basically a digital resume that you can use everywhere you go. On every networking event, it can be here, basically share our LinkedIn link, URL link here in this chat. Can be kind of a networking, social exchanging portfolio, digital portfolio. As well, not joining early enough those networking events, as I said, and thinking that when I finish my studies, I'll start looking for a job. Or when I finish my studies, I'll start building my digital resume, my LinkedIn profile. So we're thinking on those parts, like I still have time to figure out what I want. So let's build myself first, and then I start moving on. But it's too late. It's better to start doing that actively just now, because taking initiatives early in time can give us results quicker, and we'll figure out what we want. The key lesson here, it will be, as I said, progress comes from action, not perfection. So let's not wait to be perfect or having a perfect regimen. Let's building on the way. Let's build our skill set on the way. Let's experience ourselves, joining networking events, any ACS events, any faculty events. So keep apply, keep speak up, ask questions, and definitely stay curious, whatever you go, whatever you do. That's my honest suggestion.
Thank you, Maria. That was actually very useful. Thank you. Who would like to go next?
Yeah, if I can,
Mhm.
I'd like to add something. It's a small detail, but for me it counts a lot. Is that business environment is also a political environment. We have to acknowledge that, so that we have to develop our skill set. And I'm going to mention a little bit of research. There's a researcher that she is a female researcher, and she has a book. She has written a book. It's called Cues. And in this book, she highlighted two sets of cues, and they are warm cues or competency cues. And junior professionals, they always tend to lean just one side, whether they are too warm with people just ha 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 ha, and they are not taken seriously. And whether they are not, they lean too much in competency skills. They just think that doing their work is enough, but it's not. As I mentioned earlier, the business environment is also a political environment. So you have to have the social skills to be recognized as a good professional.
Thank you, Felipe. Thank you. Next.
Yeah. Well, amazing points given by Maria and Felipe already. I'll just add on to that. I completely agree with not waiting until you're perfect. One example I'll take away from my own experience is there was a time when I used to hesitate to approach leaders or senior experienced professionals to network or even have a chat or let them know about what I would like to do in my career journey, just because I felt that, oh, I'm a small fish in the pond, they wouldn't pay much attention to me. But over the years, I've learned that putting yourself out there is really important. Few of the recent opportunities I've had, for example, just at Westpac, is by letting my leaders know early on that my end goal is to be in the business analysis space. So they've known this when I joined the business and been very supportive by providing me opportunities within our team itself to practice my skill set in those areas. Although I may not be in that role, they've been very proactive in keeping me in mind for those opportunities, for those training events and anything that comes up. So it's a very important thing. And up until I had that conversation with them, I never thought that they would keep me in high regard, and it also puts you sets you apart from the crowd because they can see that you're proactive. You are putting yourself out there. You know what you want, and you want to grow with the business in order to achieve those goals. So don't wait for that perfect opportunity or to gain that perfect experience or be like, oh, I'm very new to the business, I can't go and speak to anyone. No, go do it. Do it in the right way. Don't be over enthusiastic. Do the right thing, but and have the patience that it'll all fall in place. But yes, put yourself out there. And another thing I have noticed a lot is in terms of networking. This can be in a professional setting, in a very casual setting, in a uni setting, anywhere. There's a lot of averseness people have. Not everyone, but a few people have when it comes to networking. Some people think, oh, I feel like I'm using someone because I want something. And I feel this is where it requires a mindset shift. don't approach networking as something you need to do in order to gain a job. Approach it as getting to know another individual from your industry. Approach it as learning from someone who piques your interest, or just simply making another human connection, building a friendship. When you remove the factor of I'm networking because I want a job or they will help me get a job in future, it removes 90% of your stress and anxiety that comes with networking, and you're able to actually find someone who you can have a genuine connection with. And that is the key of networking, because once you have a genuine conversation, a genuine connection, you open up doors for yourself and for each other that you could have never otherwise done. So those are my top tips from my personal experience. Hope it helps some of you out there.
Thank you. And my second question was if you recommend doing internships, placements, and joining SRC groups while we students are studying, and how important that is.
I would highly recommend it. A lot of my opportunities came by putting myself out there while still at uni. And apart from the opportunities, I would say it's also a huge growth opportunity for you as a student, for you as a professional, and as an individual. I remember being wary of public speaking, because come on, who wants to go in front of a big crowd and start speaking? It's very nerve-wracking. And I admit, even today, if I have to sit in front of a room full of, hundreds of people and speak, it'll be a bit nerve-wracking. But now I know what I can do to tackle that situation. So that happened not by me sitting at home behind a closed room. That happened by putting myself out there early on. Now, if I have to host a meeting at work, I'm confident I can do it because I have those tools in place through practice at uni to tackle those situations. So I would highly recommend being interactive and involved in uni.
Thank you. Maria or Felipe?
I completely agree. Definitely my internship involvement with Torrance University was a big game change. It helped me to know better the Australian market, helped me with go together and build our relationships with other students, international students, because we go and grow together, working on different projects. Especially the ACH project was a huge impact on basically on my resume, my skill set. And it helped me basically to present myself better when I have an interview for a job, because I know what I have to offer, what I can offer, with what kind of solutions I can deal with, and present my list of skill set that I built. Also getting involved in different discussions among every subject that we had, many hackathons, many different student groups, was definitely invaluable opportunity. It helped me to build, as I said, my soft skill set, my technical skill set, because I was information system, a master of business information systems. Definitely collaboration, communication, networkship skills as well, building a connection with professors, representatives from university, plus the experience becomes greater and better, having those taking points in those industries and during the interview. So basically building the resume and the portfolio that you have, keeping you being proactive, and having a mind full of ideas and solutions that you can offer to the Australian market in every aspect.
Thank you, Maria. Felipe, would you like to add anything?
Yes, I think it's just about understanding the Australian market. In Australia, we have the sense of mateship, and Australians value pretty much connections. So yeah, that's really important.
Thank you. And my final question is, what is your best tip for international students that are trying to get their first job in Australia?
If you can summarize in one sentence, Maria, Shrekan, yes, Ilya, and Philippe, if you can summarize in one sentence what it takes for international students and graduates to secure a job in their industry, in their field in Australia.
Nice. Can I start with this one now? My one goal would be speak out more. Most of the students that I met and at campus or at the alumni that I met, they have this amazing background in the country. They were leaders. They had business. They have this massive experience. When it comes to the second language, when it comes to a different market, they don't speak out. They don't show up. So how we think that people will see us if you don't speak, if you don't ask, if you don't make questions, if you don't show up? So speak out more. You know a lot. Just show up.
I agree completely. I would say you bring unique strengths, use them, get local experience early, stay open to short-term roles, part-time roles, contract roles, and don't do it alone because it's hard. Connect and stay visible on LinkedIn, connect everywhere. That's my honest suggestion.
Thank you.
Mine would be persistent, be confident, and don't be afraid to fall. It's okay to not get it right the first time, but you'll get there eventually. So just be confident in yourself and put yourself out there. Show up for yourself.
Thank you very much all for all your advices. I think now I'll have to pass on again to Larissa for the rest of the event.
Thank you, Ilya. Elho, you did a fantastic job asking questions to our guest speakers. Oh, can I just say to everybody, and this is not a secret, I think this is one of my favorite, if it's not my favorite, online networking / employability event that I've moderated or that I have even participated at Torrance. I have also learned so much from you all. And I'm pretty sure that everyone here has learned, and our viewers and listeners, when they watch this session, they will get so much encouragement and amazing takeaways. Oh, unbelievable. I'm very, very happy with today's session. I'm giving you my feedback now before the session ends. But okay, now let's go to our Q&A session. Ilya, Elho, what do you think? Ilya?
Yeah, so I don't know if anyone would like to, from the participants, would like to ask any questions.
Yes, I think we have Aldena. Aldena, forgive me, Aldena, if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. Would you like to start asking your question to our guest speakers? Did you put your hand up or no? No, maybe didn't see well. Anyone would like to ask any questions to our graduates? Time is now. Michael, Moji, Rabia, Chanuka.
I just didn't, got a MBA.
Hi,
got an
Scarlett.
MBA course. Yeah, hello.
Hello,
Yeah,
Scarlett.
as a student, got a MBA class. Yeah, what kind of job you recommend? Can do. Yeah, some classmates are very miserable, and yeah.
Thanks for your question, Scarlett. Great question. So I presume that you are an MBA graduate or a student? So you are MBA graduate, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, MBA. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Scarlett. Philip, I would like to ask you this question, yeah? I need to forward to you this question from Scarlett, if it's
Yes.
okay.
Yes. So as I mentioned, my passion is leadership. My passion is talking to people every day, finding better solutions for process improvement. And I think as an MBA, you have this broad set of options that you can choose. But as I mentioned on my first answer, it's more about getting to know yourself and what would you like to do when you wake up 7 a.m. and go to work. You have to be happy at work. So up to you. I guess as an MBA, everything that is business-wise you can choose, but up to you to decide where you want to go.
Yeah, it sounds good, but yeah, actually, before I came to join this MBA program, already had my own business. But after at the beginning, the 3-4 years, I was very passionate. But after that, I become like more and more fed up. So that's one of the reasons I came to this MBA to do this course. And after that, I still don't feel like I want to go into my own business again, because these 2 years the manager helped me to manage the business. So, and I'm prefer to find a new industry to do, even to find a new job. So
That's very interesting, Scarlett, your question. And I think that many of us can relate to your challenge, yes, at one stage of our job search journey. Maria and Shrek, would you like to add anything to what Philip said? So Scarlett's a business woman, an entrepreneur, and she wants to, yeah, to make her business work and to start here in Australia. Yeah. What would you recommend?
I think Australia definitely has a lot of scope, and there's always room for opportunities. Saying that, I would say in terms of your particular situation, Scarlett, my recommendation would be to spend some time reflecting on what
yeah,
exactly you want to do. You mentioned you haven't been enjoying what you're doing. So maybe try to
yeah,
identify what it is that you don't enjoy doing it, be it in the job or the business. What exactly is that detractor that puts you off wanting to continue working in that? Once you identify that, it shouldn't be that, and find out in the current role itself or in your current business, what are the parts of it that you actually enjoy. That will help you shape what you want to do in
yeah.
future and what you don't. So that's your starting point.
Yeah, it's my existing business still make good money, but I'm exploring to something what I really want. Like you said, when I wake up, I feel really passionate. That's really exactly what I'm want to do. And I'm trying to find. Yeah, it's probably a little bit difficult trying to find this new start, a new job or new business.
Yes,
Thank you.
Scarlett.
Yeah.
It's very important, as our guest said, for you to identify, to fully identify what you really want to do. And once you find out that, and then you can start connecting with people who share the same value,
Yeah.
the same passion, the same type of business, ask for advice, research about sponsors, funds, how you can start investing, how you can start designing this
Yeah.
business plan or project that you want to have. But I think that after you identify what you really want to do, I think connecting and learning from people on how to start, how to implement and execute the plan, that would be a great start as well.
Yeah. After that, I start to create my LinkedIn. Thank
Yes.
you.
Please
To
connect with
connect
me
people.
and connect with our guests as well. Our co-host are Philip Shukriya Shureka, sorry,
Okay.
and Maria, if you can share your LinkedIn URL on our chat, so
Okay.
our
Thank you.
attendees and graduates can connect with you all, and we can start building as our community, help each other with advice, sharing our experiences and offering support. And yeah, any other questions?
I want to add here something,
yeah. Oh, yes,
maybe an
Maria, please.
advice and suggestion for Scarlett and her situation. We've always been there. All of us have found himself in that kind of struggling situation at some point of our life. But what pays better, I would say, face our weaknesses, because in that sense we can grow faster, better, and we can learn from the mistakes. Definitely, that will be my advice.
Amazing. Sonia, do you have a question? I think that I saw you raising your hand.
Yes,
Sonia,
I
thank you
do.
for connecting with me on LinkedIn. Amazing.
Yeah, you saw that. Good evening. Mine's more specific to event management. So I graduated that last year. I got a diploma, and I haven't been successful in finding a job in that area. It seems everyone's only looking for experienced event managers. I'm quite young. I haven't worked events before. I don't know how to break into it.
That's a good question. And Ilya, would you like to give some input? Because I know that you are from the hospitality background. So Sonia would like to start working in events or with events, events management. Yes, Sonia, specifically, correct?
Yeah, I like events.
Or at least put her foot in the door, Ilya, by working with an organization that offers events here, perhaps. So would you like to give her some advice, Ilya?
Yeah, I don't know how encouraging it will be because I'm a bit by myself reconsidering everything, but it is very nice. It is very exciting to work in events. Every day there's a different problem. You get to meet people every day. However, I do feel that this market is it's starting to get a bit overcrowded. So I don't know. I don't want to do the opposite effect, but it all depends in how you see yourself and how motivated you are. But definitely, if you want to meet people, if you like engaging, if you do not like routine, that's the perfect industry to be in, to be honest. But again, competition is high, especially in Australia, where it's like everyone comes and speaks so many different languages. So I think, yeah, you should be ready to maybe face the competition. I don't know how to say that. Very.
Sonia, thank you, Ilya, so much.
No
So
worries.
Sonia, send me a message on LinkedIn. We can talk more about it, Sonia. Perhaps I can give you a call next week. Yes?
Yeah, no,
I
totally.
can give you some more advice about how you can secure some jobs in events, within events. I can also contact our industry team at Torres, because now we are building this alumni community. So I'm pretty sure that they'll be more than happy to assist, to support our graduates who want to start their career journey in Australia and are having some challenges and difficulties. So I'm glad you've connected with me as well, Sonia. So just send me a message. Hey, Larissa, I attended the session today. I'm interested in events management roles, graduate roles. And then from there, we can start talking, Sonia, okay? And helping you.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Amazing. We have also, I think that I saw, if Mac, correct, please correct me and forgive me if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly, or at least the name that you put for your
Yeah, that's all right.
people.
First of all, can you hear me?
Yes, Mac, I can hear. Shreka, Philippe, Ilya, everyone, can you hear Mac? Maria?
Beautiful. Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank you, all of the guys. So you guys has bring up like really great points. Yeah, those were like very helpful, and I really appreciate these sort of alumni sessions, which I think bring more information to all of us. and also give us opportunity to connect with each other. And I have like a small question. If any one of you wants to share like a quick story of how you get your first job, because as a fresh graduate, we always feel it's very tough where to start and how to get a first one. So if any one of you can share a story like how you get your first job, I think this gonna motivate all of us and bring a new energy from where we can start. And again, thank you all of you guys for your time and energy.
Oh, thanks for the feedback, Mac, and great question as well. So Philip or Maria Shrek, if you can be a little bit more specific regarding how you secure the first job in your area, in their field, correct, Mac? In their field
Yeah,
of studies, yeah? So
yeah,
if
that's
you can
correct.
be more
Yes.
specific, okay, for example, in a more practical way, yes, Philip, Maria, and Shrek. Okay, Larissa, I went on sick. I saw this job advertisement. I connected with the hiring manager. I asked advice. Yes, the steps that you took in order to secure your current role, please.
Yes. So if I can start with the answer, sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So the most underestimated tool, as you mentioned earlier, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is extremely powerful. So what I did was try to engage more on LinkedIn, and I noticed when you do that, you start highlighting on applications. And I found my job through LinkedIn without any connections with my actual manager. I applied for the role and started messaging him constantly, and he was replying. Therefore, I went to an interview, and yeah, magic happens when you start doing that. So please go on LinkedIn, start posting, start creating. It's like about yourself. Create things about yourself. Read books, listen to podcasts, newsletter, and everything you do business-wise. You just on your field actually. Just go there and post. The flow is become natural when you start doing that. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Just do it.
Amazing, Philip. Maria, what about your current role, Maria? So what did you do? You went on Seek, on LinkedIn, Indeed. I promise you that I'm not promoting any of those job search platforms, okay? But they are the most used ones in Australia, so I have to mention their names, and it's okay. So what did you do, Maria? You woke up one day and you said, no, I think that I want a more challenging role in Brisbane. So what did you do? And then you went on Seek, you read the job description. Yes, just yes. Tell us what you did.
Yeah, to be honest, I went everywhere. I tried everything. I have sleepless nights, as everyone else, during my studies, looking for I would not say perfect, but looking for a job where I can fit my skill set and the job that I really want to get. So I tried everything. I went everywhere. When I'm saying I joined every job application that are very used in Australia. They're quite different in Europe, and I have a different experience, of course, but in Australia, I follow a different path. So I have in mind many job search applications like Seek, Indeed, Facebook, even LinkedIn. It's number one. So I tailored every application, to the exact job description. I start building my resume and my experience since I moved here to Australia since day one, because I was sure that I have to build myself strong enough to fit to the Australian scale. So that's how my journey started, basically. And I was really fortunate to be suggested as a person who will be a good fit to the position of a technical business analyst in Squeezify currently, the position that I'm holding. But I will suggest tailor your application, build your skill set, soft skills, tech skills, any skills that you think will make you a better fit and will make you a better person, first of all. And don't be scared. Just get out of your comfort zone and start applying, start asking, start connecting, and trust in yourself.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Next question, please. Who would like to ask a question to our graduates? I presume Philippe, Maria, Shreka as well. Perhaps afterwards they can connect with you on LinkedIn and message you directly, asking some questions regarding employability, if it's okay with you. And you can also reach out to me too. And make sure to also join our business alumni community on LinkedIn. So I'm going to share that on the chat. I also shared with you a great resume template. Of course, every area industry has a specific resume template that you have to use. This resume that I put on the chat is more focused on business, engineering, and accounting roles, okay? But if you are looking for jobs in events, marketing, design, I can also send you on LinkedIn a great template, okay? More appropriate for those positions in Australia. So I'm going just to put the page, our LinkedIn alumni page on the chat. Please help us grow so we can keep supporting you even more. We can keep creating more initiatives, especially in the employability space. So that would be great if we can keep supporting our graduates after they complete their degrees, their courses. Yes, Rabia Mustak.
Hello, everybody. How are you all?
Hi, Rabia.
Hi. I really want to say it was a very informative session, and thank you, Maria, Felipe, and Soreka for sharing your insights on everything. But I do have one suggestion for Sonia, who asked about the event management and all that. Try to volunteer to your local events management and go out there, put yourself over there and gain some local experience. It's not about that how much you're earning. It's more about how you are going to connect with the people and how you're going to earn experience with that. Otherwise, heads up to you, Larissa. As always, it's the best postcard.
Thank you, Rabia. Rabia has been very successful as well. So after she graduated, she worked at Torrens University as our concierge, one of the best that we've had. And she has now secured an internship. So it's okay. And it's good for you to secure also an internship or a volunteer role after you graduate. So you can start building your connections, your local experience, because one of the main obstacles to find a job in Australia is the lack of local experience. So internships, graduate roles can give you this experience and you can put your foot in the door. So please keep looking at graduate roles. There are very good ones they are also open for international students to apply. So we have another question here. I'm very mindful of the time, so perhaps that will be our last question, Philippe, Maria, and Shreka. So hi, Senhia, how are you?
Hi, how are you? I am good.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Do you have a question, Senhia, please?
Yes, I actually do have a question. Now, this is more for benefit of the other team, other people on this call. I am fine. But how would you rate your experience whilst you've built your built your connections and now you want to expand into something else? How would you go ahead and guide someone who's already there and you think that they can upscale? And this is in context to when you do get into an initial role and you don't upgrade or upscale or go to any other role which is offering you more benefits and just stuck to one role. So this is in that context. Say you've landed an internship and now they offered you a role, and this is with a minimum pay increase or minimum benefits, employee benefits. How would you guide this particular candidate in this particular instance, or what have you done in the past to upskill and go to a better position and a better place in your career?
This is a very good question, Sanhia. If I can just reiterate your question, please, what you said. So Sanhia is asked, okay, so you seek your internships, graduate roles, placements after you graduate. Of course, the candidate has the intention to be promoted or go to a more challenging or better paid roles, maybe even leadership roles. So what it takes and what can they do as interns or graduates to really stand out among the other candidates and students and graduates who have secured those roles? What it takes? Is it only about upskilling or updating or upgrading skills? Is about be mindful, as Philip said, about the political environment of the organization, being able to connect with people and knowing exactly how to behave, who you should talk to, how you should talk to. So yes, in your opinion, Maria, Philip, and Shrek, what it takes for these candidates, interns, or especially graduates who have started building their careers in Australia to stand out and move towards a different role, a higher, with a better pay, more responsibilities, but yes, and to be better established in that company. Shureka?
Yes. Sorry, guys, my meeting room light went. They're probably kicking me out.
No, okay. Last question, Shureka.
Yes. I would say upskilling and building those technical as well as soft skills are definitely important. However, in your current roles, it's also important to be proactive within the team. And when I say that, it's not just contributing in terms of, to your role specifically. It's not just just doing your job well every day. It's being involved in the team and the wider business. Let's say you have an office celebration for a festival. Australia is very hands-on on those things. You celebrate birthdays and, corporate milestones in the Australian workplace. So put your hands out, be like, oh, do you want help with that? I'm happy to help. Go out for volunteering opportunities within the organization. A lot of corporations have advocacy groups. There are youth advocacy groups, voluntary groups within the firm itself that you can be a part for. For example, at Westpac, we have something called as the Youth Network, and that is somewhere I am a member of because I meet other youth within the business who are with me on this journey. So things like that, if you want to show that you're willing to be there, like put yourself out there, is very important within your business because everyone's getting paid to do the job. You need to show how you're different.
Yes, so your uniqueness.
Yes.
Do something a little bit extra. Yes, Shureka, go above and beyond. Yes, that's the secret. Do sometimes what you are not supposed to be doing as part of your task, but do it. Do it for the sake of learning, for the sake of showing that you really want to progress and excel in that particular organization. So guys, that's the end of our session. Thank you so much for our guest speakers, for my co-host Ilya. So Philip, our graduates, Philip, Shukriya, Maria. So I can mention so many great takeaways from today's session. If I can just mention a few of them, tailor your resume to each job role and cover letter as well. Be out there, ask questions, be proactive, connect with people on LinkedIn, attend industry events, go introduce yourself, feel brave enough for you to go there and ask questions. Also, make sure that you are persistent, keep your resilience, be consistent as well in your job search and job applications. Make sure as well that you fully understand what you want, what your skills are, which skills you need to leverage, or skills that you have to improve in order to increase your chance of securing that particular job in your industry. If you are a student, join SRC get good grades, connect with learning facilitators, connect with campus directors, attend events on campus as well, because your networking also starts at Universe. So it's really a combination of strategies that you have to utilize and implement for you to ultimately secure a job. I keep saying job, but it's, you know, it's more than a job, right? It's your mission, your purpose. It's also, you want to contribute to society, you want to make an impact. So, and that's why I think that we all need to find, you know, this opportunity where we can implement those skills. Otherwise, somehow we feel suffocated. Yeah, we need to put them out, our talents, what we can do, what we are good at. So thank you so much, all of you. Keep in touch. Join our alumni community on LinkedIn. Connect with us as well. Maria, Philip, Ilya. If you have any other questions or messages, and please make sure that you connect with them on LinkedIn. And we love what you do, Shureka, Philip, and Maria. We love what you do. We are very proud that you are Torrens University alumni. All of you, actually, yeah, all of you. And we are staying together on this journey. And hopefully we are going to make a very good impact as well now, from now on the lives of our graduates from Torrens. Okay, thank you so much. And stay tuned for the recording so we can spread the word and the advice from our amazing guests, okay? Bye-bye, everyone. Bye, Ilya.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
everyone.
Have a good
Bye.
evening.
Thank you. Bye-bye.